Hey guys, while you're waiting for people to come in, feel free to unmute yourself so that you can say hello, all that kind of good stuff. You're welcome to do that, okay?
Hello.
So again, while you're waiting on me, feel free to say hello to people, chit chat. Now is your chance to socialize, all that kind of good stuff.
Today's my dog's birthday.
Nice. Happy birthday to the dog.
Happy birthday.
Oh, sorry. You don't want to socialize with me. You can socialize to other people. Sorry. So, all right, let's see who else we got.
Yeah, I'll tell her you guys said happy birthday.
So it looks like I'm still waiting on about 4 more people, so we'll give them another minute or so. How are things going for you guys? Are you doing okay?
Yeah, pretty good. Did you listen to the new Taylor Swift album?
Did I listen to no, I've listened to a couple of songs, but not the whole thing. So
Oh, it's pretty good.
yeah. How about classes? Are you doing okay with classes?
Me?
Anybody? Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, classes are fine. It's been good.
Yeah. Are you guys getting up and standing up and stretching?
No.
You totally should. Definitely totally should. All right, well, listen, I think we'll just go ahead and get started. It looks like I'm waiting on 4 people. Maybe they'll show up. But irregardless, we've got a lot to do, and I'm hoping you guys can get out of here a little early. That is the hope. Okay. Ryder B, I somehow missed you. Where are you? Oh, there you are. You're dark. Okay, I see you. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I somehow missed you. Okay, so let me show you what our plan is today. I've kind of got a lot to talk to you about here in the beginning. But I just wanted to share with you really quickly this picture on the left. That was me. That was me on Friday. And this is me now. So here's what happened. And this is actually part of our agenda. I put grades into Infinite Campus, and I don't seem to get anybody's attention until that happens and there's something that's put in there is missing. But I started getting 1.5 million emails, and Canvas has like little itty bitty nuances that I am just not quite used to yet. There were some things in the spring with Google Classroom that drove me crazy. Canvas is doing the same thing. And so, you know, I was literally ready to throw the computer out the window and just call it a day. But I think I figured some things out. And so I think this is me now. I think I got this. Some of it anyway, I don't know. But just really quickly, this is what we're going to talk about. We are going to look at Canvas again. We're going to talk about Infinite Campus briefly. Your online textbook is having some issues on their website right now, so we're going to talk about that. And then this is pretty big, change in late work policy, okay? We are going to be taking some notes today, and then you are going to like immediately turn your notes in, okay? While I'm getting set up, we're probably going to do quizzes. I don't think we're going to have time to do the GeoGebra thing, and so we're going to do a quizzes, which I think should be a little bit of fun. So, okay, let me show you what really made me mad on Friday, and just kind of share a couple of details with you, okay? First of all, I'm going to go into a student view because I want to show you this calendar over on the side, okay? If I pull the calendar up and I go back to last week, so here, let me scroll in. So it looks like on the calendar that we did a couple of things on Friday and that we did something on Sunday, and my OCD can't handle that, okay? My OCD, like, so you missed Tuesday's Zoom, what did we do on Tuesday? And you have no earthly idea what is what, if that makes any sense at all. And so my OCD can't handle that, okay? And so I changed the calendar a little bit, and I changed the assignments a little bit. The other thing that was happening was that I had asked you to, or asked some of you, even if it was late, to go ahead and submit it and to turn it in, and then the assignments were closed or they were locked. And so it was hard to see what it actually was. So the first thing I want to show you for last week's stuff, okay, I fixed that. So I think I fixed that part. They are all still available until September 4th. Just to give you a heads up, I just gave you credit if you turned it in. I didn't even look to see if anything was counted, you know, or was right or wrong. I literally just looked to see if you turned it in. And there's an assignment that was due on Sunday, this one, and that's going to be the same thing. Okay, so again, it's just in there. Actually, no, not this one. I'm sorry, my bad. It was one of these. This one, I think, it says it's due on Sunday. So anyway, so here's what I did, okay? Because I don't like the fact that things are showing up on Sunday. My son is the one who will do his assignments at 11:58 or turn them in at 11:58 when they're due at 11:59. And I know that some of you are doing the same thing. So one year, I will never forget, I could have killed the kid. He came in at like 10 o'clock at night and was like, oh, I need a poster and I have a project due tomorrow. I'm like, are you flipping kidding me? But the first question I always ask is, when were you given that assignment? Okay, and so this is why I kind of changed things, because I want to be able to see, hey, look, you were given this assignment on Tuesday, now it's due here. Does that make any sense? Okay, so let me show you really quickly what I did on the actual assignment. So if you click into the assignment, and I click on, so this is the assignment that you're gonna get at the end of class today, okay? In order to get it on the calendar to show up on Tuesday, it says that it is due today, but don't worry about that, because technically it is not due until 11:20 on Friday. Okay, so like if you were in school and I gave you an assignment, a homework assignment, it would be due the next day. You walk into the building and you would turn in your homework. That's kind of what our Zoom lessons are. Okay, so you're here, you're gonna get an assignment, it's due the next time you walk into a Zoom call, which will be on Friday. Wednesday's assignments are gonna be due on Wednesdays, but anything that I give you during a Zoom call will be due before the next Zoom call. And then I'm gonna start counting it late, but I'm gonna let you turn it in. So I know I had said before that I wasn't gonna let you turn it in, but I want you to turn it in. You're just gonna lose a point if it's late. Okay, so when you get this assignment, it's gonna say that it's due today, and if you turn it in tomorrow on Canvas, it will say that it's late, but as long as it's before Friday, and it tells me when you submit it, I won't mark it late. Does that make sense? can you give me a thumbs up either in your camera or the reaction down below if you understand what I just talked about? Okay, good. So make sure that you let me know if you have any questions about anything, okay? I reopened those assignments. And so if there is anything that you need to turn it in. Part of the reason why we are going to today, you're immediately going to submit some notes to me, is because of the Infinite Campus missing assignments and the HEIC files that I cannot open. Okay. I'm going to share my screen with you again. I want you to look at my phone. Okay. So over here, can you guys all see my phone? I am going to show you option number 52 on turning in assignments. Okay. And I say option number 52 because some of you already know what to do and you're already doing a great job. Okay. But there are some of you, and there's a little nuance that, that I just need to share with you. First of all, I don't know if you know, Steve Jobs and Bill Gates, they don't like each other, right? So if you do something on an Apple product, the Windows on your computer is going to be like, no, right? I don't want you to do that because they don't like each other. But here's what you're going to do. Okay. So this is on an iPhone. I don't know how to do it. If you're on a Samsung, I'm really sorry. But when you go to take a picture, okay, if you have the Canvas app, if you go to take a picture and you try to download it directly to Canvas, it comes up as an HEIC file, and that's not going to work. Okay, so option number 52, because again, there's a million different things that you can do. But one of the things that you can do is you can just open a Google Doc. And so that's what I'm going to do. Even if you don't have Google Docs on your phone and you just have Google Drive, you can do Google Drive as well and do it in a doc. Okay, but here's what I'm going to do. So if I open up Google Docs, I go down to the plus sign. I'm going to add a new document. I'm going to name it whatever, right? And then up at the top, there's a little plus sign. And if you click on the plus sign, you can add an image. And this might be easier to take a picture of your photos so that I'll be able to read it and be able to grade it, okay? You can go click on photos and, you know, go right into your pictures and submit something that you might already have, or you can add an image directly from your camera and, you know, turn around and take a picture, right? And then that's the picture that you can add and turn into your assignment. Does that make any sense? Okay, and then this will show up. This is now a Google Doc. You're able to add more than one picture in the Google Doc and then get that onto Canvas. Okay, so again, that's just one of the many different options that you can do to get assignments turned in. If your Infinite Campus says that you are missing something, it's probably because I can't read it or I can't open the file. Do not at any point hesitate to send me an email and be like, Miss Hunsaker, what the crap? I turned it in and you have it as a missing, because it may just be that I made a mistake, okay? Your class has different grade levels, and in Infinite Campus, they're on different things. And so it sometimes is a little bit hairy for me to get some grades put in, and sometimes I do get you guys confused. Not like I get you as people confused, but I get like grades and stuff confused. And so don't hesitate to just send me an email and be like, what's going on, right? Because I know that I did this. Somebody yesterday, or not yesterday, I guess it was last week, which was brilliant. But somebody took a screenshot of the notes that I wrote and then submitted that. And while that is absolutely super smart, that is so not the idea of today either. So make sure that you are actually, right, taking the notes and stuff like that. And I think that's really all I wanted to tell you. So, Okay, let me know again if you have any questions. You need right now your handy dandy notebook. Okay. I need to get my screen set up with GeoGebra really quick. So I think I'm going to have you go ahead and take attendance for me right now. So let me give you the link. And why don't you go take attendance? What do we want our magic word to be? Pancakes. I was kind of thinking lollipop because Ace has a lollipop. And you know, if he was in class, I'd make him throw it away, but you know, it's okay that he's, I'm just kidding. All right, let's go lollipop. Let's do lollipop, okay? So go ahead and go take attendance, get your notebook ready, or if you want to type them into Google Docs, you can type into Google Docs, that will work too, okay? Sean, I need you to rename yourself with both your first and last name. On your Zoom screen, it should be the 3 little dots. Hey. Thank you. Did you get in the door okay? Okay. Okay, hang on one second. I just got lunch delivered. Wouldn't it be great if he brought me Starbucks instead of lunch? All right.
It's all so confusing. I have like no idea how to do anything in Canvas.
We can kind of walk through it together when we're done with class today, if you would like. Do you know how to rename yourself
Okay.
on Zoom? It's okay. I will take care of it for you. Okay. So again, we're going to take some notes right now. And so if you can either get your notebooks ready or you can type them into Google Docs, either one is fine. But again, you are going to be submitting a picture of it to me immediately. This is kind of like my way of knowing, hey, dude, I'm paying attention in class too. Okay. All right. So here's where we're at. We are at lesson 1.2. And we're going to be talking about angles. Can everybody see GeoGebra and the notes okay? Okay, so I know there were a couple of you that just came in. We are taking notes. You can either write them down or type them into Google Docs, but we're going to be submitting them as soon as we're done with them, okay? All right, let's talk angles first. So, or a few things about angles, but anyway, an angle has a ray in it. Does anybody know what a ray is? Can you tell me? You can just unmute yourself and tell me what a ray is. Does anybody know?
Is it when it's a line that's like goes forever on one side?
Yeah, that was pretty good. So I drew one for you on GeoGebra, right? Yeah, so it does. It goes on kind of forever, right? So a line or a ray is a part of a line and it has one end point. And so that's kind of important to know that, whoops, that has one end point. And then yes, it goes on forever in one direction. So, and extends in one direction. forever. Okay, so it's a point of a line that says has in there, one endpoint and extends in one direction forever. Okay, and I know that we talked about this a little bit ago when we first talked about it. Those of you that watched the video and did your video lesson, we talked about array and the way that you write the array. But remember, it absolutely matters what order you write those letters in. Okay, and the ray symbol always points off to the right. And so it looks like this has an endpoint right above the A and goes into B's direction. Okay. All right, so an angle, and that this will get a little bit more focused. It's hard. There we go. All right, so an angle, let me go draw an angle for you on GeoGebra. So an angle is actually made up of two rays, okay? So an angle is two rays or segments, by the way. So they could be just a segment. So maybe it's like the side of a triangle or something, okay? So it's either two rays or two segments that share the same endpoint. Okay, and I'm just abbreviating endpoint. So let me draw you that. Sometimes sound effects help when you're drawing stuff. This is point B, here's A, and here's C, according to what I did on GeoGebra, okay? But it's definitely formed by two segments or two rays, and they share the same endpoint. Now, just like before, okay, it is really important what order you put your letters in. If you are typing things into Google Docs, it's really hard to put these symbols, and so you can also just say, oh, this is ray AB, okay? With an angle, and this is where handwriting is really important. You've got to start really getting deliberate with how you're writing things, but the symbol for an angle looks just like an angle, okay? It's like this little squeezed L. But you have to be careful that you don't get sloppy and then it looks like an L when there's no point L on our paper. Okay, so you have to kind of be careful about that. So this is angle, and then again, it matters what order you put the letters in. Okay, so it has to go BAC. And again, if you're typing, you can just write angle BAC. That's always possible. Or this angle can also be called angle CAB. So notice how A is in the middle. Okay, you guys all see that? Do you know what that's called? Do you know what this point A is called? This common endpoint that they have? Does anybody know what that is? Does anybody know what point A is called? What is this called? You can just unmute yourself and tell me if you think you know what it is. Are we put it in the chat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it the vertex?
Yeah, nice. It's called a vertex. Nice. Yep, definitely called a vertex. Love it. Okay, so notice, are you ready? I'm gonna move this little vertex around. See? Okay. It's pretty cool. Usually with angles, we look at the angle that is on the inside. And so you're kind of looking to see how wide that opening is. Okay. All right, we're gonna get a really formal with this next one. So I was kind of like warming you up, okay? Because we're gonna get really formal with this next one. So there are what are called adjacent angles. Okay. And I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a second. I'm looking at the Zoom thing right now, and I'm looking at all of your faces, which I love to see. It's pretty awesome. On the Brady Bunch screen, which is what we call this, okay, when all of your faces are on the little boxes everywhere. Right now, it looks like Sam is adjacent to me, and Ashley is adjacent to me. Do you know what adjacent means? What does adjacent mean? Yeah, adjacent means next to. Yeah. Okay, so these are adjacent angles, are angles that are next to each other, but there's a kicker. Okay, so adjacent angles, right? And you're thinking that they're next to each other, right? This is what you're thinking about. Okay, so here's you thinking these are next angles that are next to each other, right? But here's the kicker. Here's the definition, and this is what is kind of weird. Okay, but they are two angles with that common vertex and there's a common side. But, okay, they have no common interior points. Okay, and I'm going to show you, I'm actually going to draw you two pictures, and I'm going to show you this on GeoGebra as well. So let me go ahead and get the pictures drawn. I'm going to show you this twice so that you can see what it is as well as what it is not. Okay, so while you're writing that down, I'm going to go put these in. All right, are we ready? All right, so this angle, BAD, oh, look at that, angle bad, right? Here's BAD. Okay, so angle BAD is adjacent. So notice it's got this little like mark inside of it, okay? It is adjacent to angle DAC. Okay, so I'm gonna go move that little measurement around. So can you guys all see that on GeoGebra, okay? So angle BAD and angle DAC are adjacent angles, okay? They share this same vertex right here, okay? They share angle or vertex A, and the common side that they share is this ray AD right here that I'm moving around. Can you guys see that okay? All right, here's what are not adjacent angles. And so I'm telling you this because it's going to show up on a test or a quiz or whatever, okay? So here's what is not an adjacent angle. So angle, or adjacent angles, so two of them. So BAC, which is the big angle, okay? That big old angle. Let me go highlight this. Okay, that big angle. So angle BAC and angle BAD are not adjacent angles. So that would be like this angle inside here. Those angles are like on top of each other. Okay, those are not adjacent angles, but they still share this common endpoint and they share the side B or AB, right? They share ray AB. Okay, but these are not adjacent angles. Okay. All right, a couple other things that are really super easy, I promise, and then we're done. There are 3 types of angles. There's an acute angle. Can you go ahead and unmute yourself and tell me what some other angles are?
There's a right angle.
There's a right angle. I
Obtuse.
love it.
Obtuse.
Anybody else?
Obtuse.
Obtuse. There's more.
Scalene.
Oh, scalene is when you get into like triangles and stuff like that. We are going to start getting into some shapes and stuff on Thursday. You might get it in a second. Can someone tell me, just, you can unmute yourself, it's totally fine. Can someone tell me what an acute angle is?
It's less than 45 degrees.
Is it less than 45?
I'm sorry. Wait, is it 45 or I think so.
Yeah, it's actually a different number. You can unmute yourself and tell me. It's hard for me to.
Less than 90.
Yeah, it's got to be less than 90. That's what it is. You were really super close. I'm actually going to throw a caveat. Okay, so the angle should actually be between 0 and 90 degrees. And I apologize, I'm outside that little box that I drew. But it should be between 0 and 90. When you guys get into Algebra 2, you're going to start looking at negative angles. There will be angles that are negative, okay? Which seems weird to think about, but they just open in a different direction. All right, who knows what a right angle is? How many degrees are in a right angle?
90.
Beautiful, 90. So the measure of angle A is 90 degrees. I love it. Okay. And then what about obtuse? What is an obtuse angle?
Greater than 90.
Greater than 90, but what else?
Less than 180.
Nice. That's exactly what it is. So it's greater than 90. So the measure of angle A, okay, greater than 90, but less than 180, which brings me to the other type of angle. There's another type of angle. Which angle, what is it called when the measure of angle A is exactly 180 degrees?
Straight angle.
Yeah, nice job. That's a straight angle. Yep. All right, there's one type of angle you guys might not know, and that is called
Reflex.
Yeah, it's called a reflex angle. Do you know what that is? Who said that?
No, I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is. So there's a reflex angle, okay? So I'm just gonna draw you a picture so you can see what it looks like. Normally with angles, we talk about, you know, the space on the inside, right? So when that angle is opening up, how much it opened up by. But a reflex angle is actually the amount around this side. So how many degrees are on the outside of that angle? Okay, so a reflex angle is typically bigger than 180, but less than 360, because that goes all the way around. Your video lesson on Wednesday, which is tomorrow, that I have to make this afternoon, your video lesson is going to be about supplementary and complementary angles and all that kind of good stuff, okay? All right, I'm gonna give you about another 30 seconds to get this finished, written down. Did everybody take attendance? Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Nope, I don't want to do that either. How can I, hang on. There's what I wanted to do. Okay, so I'm going to put the attendance thing back inside the chat box. If for some reason you did not get attendance, please make sure that you do. All right, are you guys ready? you are going to, in about 30 seconds, you're going to send me right now a picture of your notes. Okay, have you been writing them down? Have you been paying attention? Okay, let me see. Dun, 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 dun. You're going to submit it online. It is due right this very second. And you got to love sound effects. Done. All right, so go into your Canvas account. Go click on assignments. You might have to refresh your screen. But you're going to send me a picture of your notes. Now remember, if you typed it up on Google Docs, you can just send me the document. I showed you that first like 10 minutes of class or so, I showed you option number 52. If you're taking a picture of it, okay?
Can I go get my phone?
No, you're not allowed to go anywhere. No, yes, if you really need to.
Okay. Thank you.
It's totally fine. What was our key? Oh, lollipop was our word for attendance today. Nice, Kevin. Thank you for answering that for me. All right, so what we're going to do now for the last, I don't know, what do we have? 10 minutes left. It's not going to take you 10 minutes. The last thing that we're going to do is a quizzes. Okay. I know a lot of you have done quizzes before, but I just want to share with you really quickly how they work in Hunsaker's class. Okay. First of all, make sure you put your name in, right? So put your first and your last name into the quizzes. If there are, let's just pretend, and I don't remember how many questions you guys have, but let's just pretend there are 12 questions, maybe only 10 points are going to go into the grade book, okay? I do not care if you are in first place or you are in last place. What I care about is that you are getting them correct, okay? That's what I care about. The only people that care that you know you are in first place, honestly, is you. You're the only one that cares. Nobody else cares that you made first place. So again, I just want you to get them right, okay? But what I want to know, and this is what your quizzes is, I want to know if you know how to read a protractor, okay? So that's what your quizzes is about. You will have 2 attempts to do it. If you want to get a higher score, just click the X. You can rejoin, stick a 2 by your name. If you totally bomb or mess up or whatever and you want to get a higher score, okay? Your homework assignment, please do not forget. Your homework assignment is in the online textbook, which just really quickly today, there's a big thing when you open it up. They're actually having some online issues today, so I'm hoping it will get fixed very soon. But remember, this is due before our next class on Friday. So even though the calendar may say that it's due today, remember we talked about this at the beginning of class, okay? It's technically not due until the beginning of class on Friday. Okay, do you guys have any questions about that? All right, let's go do your quizzes. You ready? You're gonna go to joinmyquiz.com. And then your code, remember you gotta type your name in. Nice, Tristan. Joinmyquiz.com. Naomi, you're okay this time. Next time, put like at least put the S for your last name just in case, okay? Nice. See, Amir, see how to work. Nice. Agape and Jasmine are in. So I'm not going to hit start until I get just a couple of more of you in. As soon as you are done, by the way, with your quizzes, you are free to go, okay? Unless you have some questions and you want to stick around, you are definitely free to go when you're finished. There are 29 of you, so I'm going to wait just a couple more seconds or so for a couple more of you to get in.
Wait, where is it? I can't find it.
You go to joinmyquiz.com. And then you type in that game code. All right, I'm going to go ahead and push start because this is almost all of you. If you are not quite in yet, if you're not quite in yet, the game code is at the top of the screen. You can see it way up here, 426760. Okay. And again, as soon as you're finished, you're free to go. If you have any questions, make sure you unmute yourself and ask, okay? And so I'm just checking again to see if you know how to read the protractor or you need to spend time in class to go over it. You know what I mean? I'm sorry?
She slept. I was like this the whole night. I slept like this. I was like on my shoulder.
Deani, do you have a question for me? Mm-mm. What's my leaderboard looking like? Sometimes actually you have to click on the pictures and then it will make it kind of blow up. Are you on your phone or are you on a computer?
Computer.
On the computer. You sound very choppy. Quizzes sometimes gets kind of wonky. If that happens, you may want to just close out and go back in. Oh, Sam and Becca are in it. Come on, Ashley, take them down. Oh, so close. All right, right now we have Sam in the lead, and so I'm hoping for those of you that may have just started or that are getting going, we'll take him down. Yes, see, good job, Tristan. I mean, we love you, Sam. I said that earlier to somebody, and then they totally started messing up and missed like 5 questions in a row. It's like, oh my good Lord. Only Hunsicker can do that. So again, as soon as you get finished, you guys can go. Don't forget about your homework assignment, okay? And if you have any questions, make sure you let me know. See ya. Tristan, are you sticking around to see if you're gonna keep top 5? Raymond, you look like you just missed one. Did you just miss a question? Kevin, so these are going to be graded like a, how many questions did you guys have? Did you have, was it 15? So maybe, maybe 12 points will go into the grade book. I don't know. Just kind of depends on how everybody did. If everybody bombed it, which it doesn't look like that's the case, then normally I wouldn't put it in. So it's a little bit of both, a little bit of participation and a little bit of accuracy. Sean, are you still with us? I love it. Caleb named himself Caleb 2.0. Yes, as soon as you guys get done, you're good to go. Yep, absolutely. Have a great day today. Okay.
Yeah. 2.0 for the win.
Nice. Look at that. Oh, I love it. Oh, that bumped Tristan down to 5th place. He's almost off the leaderboard.
Bye.
See ya, see ya. Have a great day today, okay?
You too.
Thanks. Siani, did you have any questions for me, or are you just waiting to see the leaderboard too?
Yeah.
Sean, I'm a little concerned because you haven't started the quizzes and it's been going for about 10 minutes now. Did you miss a question, Tristan? Is that what that was? Oh, that's the wrong one. This one.
I got a worse score in my second round. What the heck?
You were trying to go too fast. That's what happened. Did it switch the it switched the order of like the answers too, right? So they weren't even.
Yeah, I saw 180. I'm just going like, wait, that's the one that he clicked last time. It was correct, and I clicked it, and all of a sudden it's not right. I'm just going, okay.
It's okay. So I don't know, Siani. I don't think Ryder is going to catch you. It doesn't look like either Ryder is going to catch you. And Ashley probably won't catch you because she missed one. So you might be staying up there at second. Nice. Vanessa, did you finish? Yeah? Okay. Listen, you guys have a great day today, okay? Go get some lunch.
Okay, bye.
So,
See you.
don't start going there.
Ashley, are you okay to keep going if I stop our Zoom call? Yeah, okay. Hey, have a great day today, okay? I will see you later.